Hi, welcome to video 4 of our 6th series getting you started on Shopify DIY do-it-yourself video. Today we're going to look at themes, and before we start with themes, I just wanted to show you that I had done a little bit of work on our site since the last time. So if we go to collections here, last time we'd made a couple of sample collections. Now I've made a lot more collections. Okay, so I've made a jewelry collection with a whole lot of products in it. And within the jewelry collections, I've made, for example, some brand collections like Brass Images. Artisana is a jewelry line. So yeah, there's a ton of collections that have now been made. And if I look at navigation to see how I've used those, we go to navigation here. And again, last time I was a couple of sample pieces. You can see that we've got our shop online category, which has some main collections. We've got our featured collections. We've got sub collections like home decor, homeware, jewelry. Okay, and all of these menus point to collections that I have previously made, as you can see here. Okay, so I've done a ton of work in here, but at the same time, I just want to show you here that doing all that work doesn't really do much. There should be lots of sub menus coming out of here, but because this basic theme does not handle second level navigation, we can't see that. So today we're going to look at our theme. So let's have a look at, we're in our online store here. We're in our online store, and we want to look at themes. Okay, there are a couple of ways to customize your themes. One is if you use this drop down here, you can actually go into the hard code of the theme. Now, I'm going to assume that that's really not for today's. That's a bit more advanced. If you look at our wholesaler sessions and videos, you'll see that ebook, you'll know that we do get into the HTML, CSS, basically liquid files quite a lot. For today, we're just going to look at customizing themes. But before we even try and customize themes, let's go to the theme store and actually pick a theme. Themes come in two versions. They come in paid and they come in free versions. I'm going to look for a paid version. That's because I want to use that second level navigation. The vast majority of the free ones do not allow that. You can get away with the classic free theme that does have a left-hand navigation down the side that does enable that. But I'm going to look for a theme that I use a reasonable amount. Obviously spelt it wrong. Let's have a look. Let's try just mob and see what it comes up with. And find this one, I'll pick another one. Okay, let's have a look here. Mobilla. I'm going to take this theme. Now, one of the things about Mobilla, or any theme, frankly, is that it has some presets to start with, so you can start off with it looking in a bunch of different ways. I'm going to go with this one. I like the idea of having the products on the front. Now, it's a paid theme. Do I want to pay $160 just so I can show you guys how to do this? Obviously, I don't. So I'm going to do a preview in my store, and I'm going to develop it as a theme before I decide to buy it. You do not have to buy the themes before you develop them. Okay. Okay, so I'm installing the Mobilia paid theme and you can see how immediately it's changed the look of my website, right? It says down here that it is that we are looking at it as a preview, and it actually shows me how to customize it. So let's go into my admin now, click on themes again, refresh that page, and down the bottom here we will now see the Mobilia, and I haven't purchased it yet, but I can customize it. So I can set it up. Once I'm happy with it, I can publish it, I can purchase it, and I can publish it. So here are our themes, right? Immediately I'm going to show you here that those categories now have expanded. Let's see it in the real store here. Let's see it in here where we've got it. So if I refresh this, I don't even have to of course, not previewing it anymore. So if I look at it here, you can see that I can drop down to jewelry, and now I've got all these other sub themes coming out of it. Okay, so let's have a quick look through the theme setups. Theme setups are in a panel here. Every theme will be different. No two themes are exactly the same. First of all, there are some presets. We picked one when we installed it, but you can try switching around the presets if you like. Colors. So this is things like the text colors, the font colors, the pricing colors. So we can change these colors. Okay. Regular text color, for example. Let's just to show you, I'm going to make it ugly. It's going to be horrible, but just to prove to you, see how we've changed these colors now? The text is now in red. Okay. The link covers, the links, you can see when I hover over them, they go back to gray, and that's because they've got this link hover color. Let's just, again, just to really demonstrate how ugly we can make this theme. What was a beautiful theme, we're going to make really ugly. Okay, I want to get to preview. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so buttons we can change, and we're not seeing any buttons on here, but if we go into a product, we start to see buttons like that, the add to cart button. Okay, so let's make that really ugly. And I'm just doing this to demonstrate what I can do. Obviously, these are not colors that you'd want. Okay, so you can change it there like that. Okay, so those are colors. Typology is the actual font size, the actual font that it's using. Okay, so you got the logo. We're not going to use the logo. We're going to actually put a real logo up there. But if I go to headings here, which is this sort of stuff, let's just change that. Let's make it something different, just to prove that we can do it. There you go. Change the fonts. Okay. So there are your fonts, and you can get all sorts of things. You can do the menus, you can do the regular text, you can do slideshows. Save it there. So let's come back out of typology. Next one is the header. This is where you're going to put your logo in. So let's stick a logo up there. You grab it from your computer somewhere that you've already had developed. Choose a logo. I'm going to use, let me use, let's go down to my folder where I've got that sort of stuff. Let's put the Shopify DIY logo up there. This might be a bit big. See how it does it. You can obviously adjust and play around with it. There you go, came out pretty nicely on there. Okay, the fave icon, you can create a little 32 by 32 fave icon. This is what appears on the tab in the browser. You can decide whether your search results include your blogs and pages, or whether it's just on your products. Okay, this is the main menu. This is the main menu. We created it when we created navigations, if you remember. So, and you can change that to any one of your link lists that you created in navigation, but obviously it makes sense to leave it as main menu. There is an ability to have a top menu up here as well in this particular theme, and there's there's promotional banners and stuff like that. So I could do a promotional banner that says free shipping on 500 on a orders, for example. And there you go, comes up there. Don't judge me on the content, just trying to show you how you can make these things happen. So that's the footer. Similarly, the footer is going to go at the bottom, and you get similar choices of what your menus are, social media icons, etc., etc. So quick look. So the footer, we've got the main menu duplicated down here. You could create a footer menu. I think I actually have a footer menu. I have policies and a link, so I'm already using that. Okay, so I'm going to leave that for now, but yep, you can see how that works. So let's go now and have a look at the home page. So the home page says the order in which the home page shows. So let's go back to the home page here. Okay. Perfect for the holidays. These are obviously featured links, collection grids, content page. Okay, so we can see there's some content page here. There's some blog posting, there's some tweets, featured blog and tweets. So you can pick different elements basically to put in here just from the drop down. Okay. If you've got an Instagram account, you can do an Instagram feed. So you can switch around the way the order of these things and how your homepage looks. In the slideshow, it's got a bland slideshow image up here, but obviously we can change that. We can change that either into a video or into slides simply by uploading slides to go in here. You can change the wording here. So you put a different image on the background and then you change the wording here. And very good. Let's do that. Free shipping today only. You'll see that this will change when I save it. There you go. And you're going to put a nice image behind it. And you can have that link to wherever. You can add in this particular theme, I think, up to 6 different slideshows, and then they'll start automatically rotating. That's your slideshow. I'm not using the featured links. No, I'm not using it. You can see there, but if I was to put a menu on there just for the sake, let's put jewelry on there. Let's see what that does. There you go. It's created our jewelry collections as links. There we go. These are the sub-items in the jewelry navigation menu. It's picked a picture randomly from each collection that they're linked to, and it's now showing me them as potential links. Collection in grid, we had perfect for the holidays. So this is a collection that I built specifically for the homepage, perfect for the holidays. Okay. Obviously, it makes sense if you've got a 3x3 grid to make sure there are 9 products in there. You can, let's just go back to that, collection in grid. You can change the number of products. So we could go to 4 products if we wanted to. Let's just see what that looks like. And it's going to be the collection. There you go. Makes them a bit smaller. Goes to 4 products. So you can play around with that. Okay, featured content is basically a link to a page. It's here. So if I go to featured content here, you can see that it's pulling it. Well, actually, in this case, it's just, it's pulling it from a page. So search for pages. So you have to basically create the page with the text on it first and then pull it in here. Yeah, like I say, every theme is going to be different. This particular theme has a Twitter section. So in here, you can set the username that you want for the feed to come from your Twitter account to pull that in from. And then there are various settings for the product pages, the collection pages, the cart pages, contact us pages, etc., etc. You can set up your social media links here, and the social media links go in various different places on this theme if they're set up. I think on this theme they're in the footer. Yeah, they're going to go here once they're set up. So in here you'd put your Twitter link, your Facebook link. You can actually have them in the header as well. So if I just put a just for the sake of showing you, a link to one of my own ones, Global Crafts, and save. That should now be in the header and the footer. There it is in the footer, and there it is in the header. Okay, and we go back, we can see all of our products come together, and there you have it, a theme setup. Now, if I want this theme to actually decide that I like this theme and I want it, of course, I have to pay for it. Okay, so again, it's not gonna be my default, but I can preview it by doing this. Preview it instead of just the design little thing. I can preview it in a full screen mode, and here it is. And There's my menus. And there's my collections for jewelry that we put in as that main thing. There's a feature perfect for the holiday, my page content, tweets, my blog posts, etc. Okay, so it's all there to be set up. And here we go back again. If I want this theme to go live, I have to purchase it and then publish it, and it'll replace this theme here. Okay. One thing to note is that when you do purchase a theme, it's not very clear, but you are only purchasing it for a single use on a single site. So you do have the ability on all of your themes, once they're live, to download the themes and to duplicate the themes, but you can't go around using them on more than one site. You've only paid for the license for one site. Okay, so that is the end of themes. Really easy to set up. Obviously, the hard part, like anything else, is doing the preparation and creating nice graphics and all the rest of it to make your site look great. All of these themes are responsive, so you can see that and you can actually preview them. Let's just have a quick look at that. You can actually preview them in their sort of what they're going to look like on a tablet or what they're going to look like on a mobile here. So you don't have to worry about your mobile site. It's going to happen automatically by itself, and you can see what it looks like there or on a tablet. Okay, that's themes. Next episode, we're going to look at setting up your payment options, shipping, all of that sort of good stuff. That's really the final piece towards going live. And then in the last video of this series, we're actually going to show you how you start to process your orders and things like that with a live website. Okay, thanks.